Good day, class! In this video lesson, you are going to learn about soil types and its characteristics. What comes to your mind when you hear the word soil? So what do you think is soil? Soil forms on Earth's surface when a plant grows. Soil is everywhere. Wherever you go on Earth, soil will always be beneath your feet. Soil is a critical resource. Most of our food crops are grown on soil that have taken millions of years to form. It plays an important part to the production of crops. The soil type helps to determine what can be grown on a particular site. Plants need soil to supply them with water and nutrients. Roots need a supply of air and soil to hold them firmly on the ground. Soil releases gases such as carbon dioxide into the air. The soil helps to clean our water, acting as a filter. How is soil formed? Soil is formed by the process of weathering and erosion. Weathering is the breaking of rocks into smaller rocks by either physical or chemical process, and erosion is when these smaller rocks is carried away by the bigger parent rock either by wind or by water. These particles were eventually dropped in places where they settle and mix with other materials to become soil. But the key ingredients to the making of soil is the living and once-living things that are found in it. These living and dead organisms are called organic matter. This organic matter turns the soil into a mixture that is perfect for helping plants and animals to live and grow. Soil contains small creatures such as earthworms that turn plant and animal materials into nutrients. Earthworms also dig through the soil, which loosens it so plants grow better. Soil is made of particles of rocks and minerals, dead plant and animal matter, tiny living organisms, gases, and water. The proportions may vary, but the following is the average compositions of the major soil ingredients: 45% mineral, 25% water, 25% air, and 5% organic matter. Have you ever tried touching different types of soil? What have you noticed while looking or touching them? Do all types of soil have the same characteristics? 4 types of soil: the sand, the silt, the clay, and the loam. The most important properties of soil is texture, because texture is a measure of whether the soil is more like sand, silt, clay, or loam. Sand. It has the largest particle found in soil. It feels rough and gritty when you rub it. It allows air to pass through in between the particles. It is good for drainage, which means it lets water flow through it easily. It dries quickly after a rainfall, and it does not have many nutrients. Next type is the silt. The silt has a medium-sized particle found in soil. Silt feels smooth and powdery when dry and slippery when wet. When you roll it between your fingers, dirt is left on your skin. It is hard for water and air to pass through it. Silt retains water longer compared to sand. Silt holds many nutrients and it is good for growing plants. Clay is the smallest particle found in soil. The clay feels smooth and hard when dry and feels sticky when wet. During summer, clay could turn hard and compact. Clay holds many nutrients, but does not allow much air or water to pass through. That's why it is not good for growing plants. The loam contains a good mix of three soil materials: silt, sand, and clay. It is formed when remains of dead plants and animals mix with sand, silt, and clay. And among the soil type, loam has a fine texture. Loam is the best type of soil for growing plants. It breaks up easily and holds moisture and nutrients while allowing some water and air to pass through. The soil is arranged in layers or horizons during its formation. These layers or horizons are known as the soil profile. It is the vertical section of the soil that is exposed by a soil heap. The layers of soil can easily be identified by the soil color and size of soil particles. Each layer of soil has distinct characteristics. Soil profile helps in determining the role of the soil as well. It helps one to differentiate the given sample of soil from other soil samples based on factors like its color, texture, structure, and thickness, as well as its chemical composition. The soil profile is composed of a series of horizons or layers of soil stacked one on top of the other. These layers or horizons are represented by letters: the O horizon, the A horizon, the B horizon, the C horizon, and the R horizon. It is the uppermost layer of the soil. It is rich with organic material called humus and with minerals needed for plant growth. Humus comes from decaying plants and animals. The soil's dark color is an indication of the presence of humus. Several kinds of plants can be seen growing on this layer. The subsoil or B horizon. It is located just below the topsoil. It is composed of loosely arranged rocks, sand, and clay. This layer is very rich with minerals that drain from topsoil. When the topsoil is washed out, the subsoil alone cannot support plant life. Let's see what you have learned by answering the following questions. Are you ready? Let's go! Read the statements very carefully. In your science notebook, write true if the statement is correct and false if it's not. Question number 1. Some soils are good for planting while others are not. You're right. The answer is true. Question number 2. Soil is made of small particles of rocks and contains humus. What is your answer? Very good. The answer is true. 3. Sand contains large amount of decaying plants and animals. You're correct. The answer is false. 4. Loam is good for growing plants because it can hold water well. You're right. The answer is false. Last question. Question 5. Clay is the type of soil where particles are packed together tightly. Correct. The answer is true. Did you get a perfect score? Good job! Now you are ready to do the next activity. That's it for now, guys. Join me again next time in exploring the wonderful world of science. Bye!